SmackDown was a tribute to The Undertaker tonight, his career, and it seems like the company is going forward with the belief that The Undertaker is now officially retired. And they never said he retired in that documentary last Friday. He said the cowboy has left the town or something as to say that he has retired. But he even said if Vince is in a rut or something goes wrong, he can give him a call, he'll come back. But what the company is, they're basically saying the guy's retired. So if he comes back, he's basically is coming out of retirement. They didn't go all the way with it, but I mean, you can make the case that the documentary was his goodbye, was his retirement speech, but I didn't think they went all the way with it here. I got the impression, especially with the Baron Corbin promo, that this guy might not be done. I hope he is. I think it's a great way to go out. He had probably the best documentary, or maybe some of the best work they've ever done for the WWE Network that the company's ever done. Some of the best non-wrestling work, at least. That was fantastic, the last ride, especially the last part. I thought that was just incredible. So it's an amazing way to go out like that. But I got the impression where he kind of left it open-ended at the end. It is possible. If something happens, he might come back and do Vince a favor. But I hope it is the end, because I think this is a good way to go out. I'm not sure the guy will ever have a better match than what he had with AJ Styles. I don't think it's possible, and he's 55 years old now. He's not going to have a better match than a Boneyard match. And it wasn't even really a match, it was a brawl. But he's not going to have anything on that quality anymore. I don't think it's just possible. Even if he has a match with AJ, he's not going to do good. I mean, AJ can do his best to carry him to a great match, but it's not going to be good. I think it is best for him to hang it up for real now. So they aired a really good video featuring The Undertaker's career. They didn't use the George Strait song as they did the last time, because it was cool in the documentary. They used some other song. It was a great one. They showed some of his great rivals, some of his great allies. Of course, they showed Paul Bearer, who's probably most associated with his career to one other character. Paul Bearer's he really they didn't talk. I thought they didn't do justice to Paul Bearer in that documentary. They should have talked more about him. That's one regret I think they should have had. But they show Kane, all of the people he's associated with. They go to the Performance Center and they have all the wrestlers, acting like marks. They're clapping. Thank you, Taker. Thank you, Taker. Thank you, Taker. Like that, all of them. You saw the New Day. You saw the entire roster of SmackDown. Not Baron Corbin, obviously, but you saw Jeff Hardy, who paid tribute to Undertaker later, but you saw Hardy there. You saw all the women. You saw Sasha, Bayley, Alexa. You saw Braun Strowman, even the champion. Everyone there. Like, all the main people you see on SmackDown were paying tribute to The Undertaker, and it was a great moment. Even though it came off cheesy, and then they say, this is his tribute show. They aired highlights of The Undertaker's debut at Survivor Series in 1990. And I want to say something. I don't know what he's going to do at Survivor Series. He may not wrestle. He probably won't wrestle. I doubt he will. But he has to make an appearance, I think. Because this is his 30-year anniversary since debuting at Survivor Series. So I think it's even in Texas. So I'm almost certain he will. Well, maybe it's not going to happen in Texas. Probably won't. With the second wave of the COVID now. But we're not going to see live shows. We're not getting SummerSlam live. I don't think so. 0% chance to see SummerSlam live, I think, now. And I probably put less than 25% chance we get Survivor Series live now. But I think he'll do something for Survivor Series. He should do at least. I'm not sure we're going to get WrestleMania now. Anyway, we get the match, Undertaker AJ Styles match, and they cut out of this match. They show the Boneyard match. Really cool. First part of the match is when Taker arrives. They fight early, then they go to a break, and they come back, and they show Gallows and Anderson, who were fired. I'm sure they were not happy about being seen on WWE television, because they're not happy about being fired, and they have a right not to be. Then they come back, and they pause the match. They have Michael Cole and Corey Graves welcome everyone back, and they have all these legends talk Undertaker. They talk about Undertaker's legacy. They show Kane and Ric Flair talking about Taker, which was cool. Flair says he's the greatest character, and call him the biggest star in the business, which I like. Come on, he's not that, but greatest character of all time without question. Yeah. Easy. Not the biggest star, no, but greatest character, easily. So they go back to AJ Undertaker match. Eventually, this is the end, and this is where actually not the end, right before the end. They show Gallows and Anderson getting destroyed. And they go to commercial, or actually right before commercial, Undertaker chokeslams AJ off the house, and then they go back, and that's where Taker buries AJ after AJ begged him not to. They show the grave stone, where the tombstone says AJ Styles, rest in peace. Then he gets on his motorcycle, and they play the Metallica song, Now That We're Dead. And his symbol lights up on the house, fire goes off, Taker rides off into the darkness. Usually they ride off into the sunset, but he rides off into the darkness. That's it, and that's the last we saw the Undertaker. And that's where the tribute of the show ended, and that was about almost 45 minutes in. Baron Corbin comes in, he just rips into the Undertaker, and it's like they have to give the heat to Corbin. They say he kissed the McMahon's ass. He's a member of the McMahon ass club or something. He mocks him. He says he rips into these legends, and he calls him Mark Calloway, and he says that he sucks, and it was just awful. And Jeff Hardy comes out and he attacks him, and Hardy's really mad. It was Jeff Hardy to associate the Undertaker. I knew they had to give a spot to him. It made sense already to the show, but they had that classic ladder match on Raw. That was one of my favorites. That's one of the most underrated Undertaker matches. That's an awesome match. That ladder match they had. That was a really cool moment at the end of Taker. It looks like he's going to beat up Jeff Hardy after the match where he raises his arm. That was such a cool match. But they set that match up later. They had Kurt Angle and Stone Cold Steve Austin talk about the Undertaker and his long career. That was cool seeing those two on the show. There you go, Sarah Scriber. She approaches Jeff Hardy backstage, and she's furious that he insulted Undertaker, and Taker was a mentor to him. Even though Taker tried to kill him. He's like drive a chair into Jeff Hardy's neck. I remember. But it is cool. He actually was. He probably certainly is a mentor. They go to Bayley and Sasha Banks come out for commentary, and they're here for a Fatal 4-Way match. For a number one contenders match, you have Alexa Bliss against Nikki Cross against Dana Brooke against Lacey Evans. You have 4 baby faces. I noticed that all 4 of them faces. I don't know why Alexa didn't win. I don't know why they go with Nikki. Nikki's boring. She does nothing. I'd rather see Bayley and Alexa. But I mean, they have good chemistry. Now I think Alexa and Sasha have really good chemistry. But Billy and Alexa have decent chemistry too. I think those are the ones who Alexa works best with. Nikki, you can't care about her. It's no excitement. Anyway, match is very average. Alexa was in the ring much, but Lacey Evans, not someone. The ship has clearly sailed with her. Dana Brooke, they never really tried with after she failed miserably the first time. Like, that was years ago, so 4 years ago now. I don't know why they could give her a second shot, but I hear she does work hard, but they went Nikki Cross. She rolls up Lacey Evans for the win. Don't understand why. I would have given it to Bliss. I think I would have liked to see her there, but yeah, I went with Nikki. Well, we moved on. They had a New Day, some stupid stuff backstage. They saw Triple H and Shawn Michaels next. They talk about The Undertaker's history, his longevity, his loyalty. So everyone he's really been associated with. New Day, Winston, Lucha was pretty, Miz and Morrison, Nakamura's arm, I'm going to go quickly. I don't care about that. No one cares. They had Braun Strowman make his way to the ring, and he rips into Bray Wyatt. They're setting up the match, and then Bray Wyatt appears, and of course it's the Eater of Worlds. That just shows you how stale that character was. I remember now. I mean, I remember loving it at first, but then about a year or two in, it was just the most boring thing on TV, and he had to go away heat with a lot of people. That's what I remember Bray Wyatt. He always lost big matches. That's what hurt him, but it's Eater of Worlds Bray. So what I think's gonna happen is Strowman's gonna win. He's gonna, he beat the first Bray Wyatt, which was the Mr. Rogers character, the Firefly Funhouse Bray, and he's gonna beat the old Bray Wyatt, which is the, the cult leader, the Eater of Worlds, And then he's gonna eventually at SummerSlam he'll beat Bray at Triple H. At SummerSlam he's not gonna face Bray. He's gonna face the Fiend, and I think he's gonna lose. He can't beat the Fiend at SummerSlam. It'd be a disaster. Just kill Bray Wyatt dead. But my prediction is he wins again, and then this time at SummerSlam he faces the Fiend, the three faces of Wyatt, if you will, and that's where he loses. But that's what I think we're going to. And Batista and Mick Foley talk about Undertaker's career. Batista put him over big. And then Foley, of course, talked about him. Of course, his career wouldn't be the same without Taker in that classic Hell in a Cell match in '98. That was really the last we heard of Taker up until the end. In the main event, Jeff Hardy and Baron Corbin. Wow. And the whole thing is Jeff Hardy's defending Undertaker's legacy. As if Baron Corbin beating Jeff Hardy means one thing about the Undertaker's legacy. Baron Corbin and the Undertaker in the same sentence. You're kidding. But match is alright. It's basically a lumberjack match. All the people there. Eventually, Hardy gets the win. He, Corbin was making fun of the Undertaker's pose, but Hardy got the one in the match. And once he, after Jeff Hardy gets the win, he, and a lot of the wrestlers, they pay tribute to Undertaker, and what happens is, they hit their moves on Baron Corbin and destroy Baron Corbin, so they all defend the Undertaker's legacy. He had Hardy, he had Strowman, he had Matt Riddle, he had the New Day, Big E and Kofi. All of them pay tribute to the Undertaker. They beat down Baron Corbin to honor the Undertaker. And at the end, he had Jeff Hardy get on his knees, do the Undertaker pose. He does it wrong. It's the same knee and the same arm are supposed to be up on the same side. I remember it. Jeff messed up. He knees, but he puts the arm where where the leg is supposed to be up. They messed it up wrong because they showed it on the screen. I know he messed it up wrong. It didn't look right. He messed it up bad, but that's how the show ended. They paid tribute to the Undertaker, and they ended it with Michael Cole. He pushed that the Undertaker is retired for good, and it's the end of the most unique character in WWE history. We'll see. I hope he's right, but all I'll say is we shall see.